Hi, question for you. Are you living your best life with the best version of you? Many of us aren't. Many of us are struggling with aches and pains and little issues that are niggling us, and they're causing us to alter how we move and how we do things. And one of the biggest questions that I get asked from clients is, what is it? How do I know when I need help? You need help when it is interfering with your day-to-day choices. You need help when you have to second guess whether you can go out and sit for tea or whether you think it's going to be uncomfortable. You need help when somebody asks you to do something and you have to adjust how you do it to accommodate what you're up to. And that doesn't mean that you have to be in acute pain. It doesn't mean that you have to be, in agony and doubled over. It means that it's affecting your quality of life and what you do. So, that tends to be my answer. If you have pain, whether it's mild, whether it's a constant pain, whether it's pain that comes and goes, but if you have pain that makes you stop and think, if somebody says, look, I want to go out here, or I want to go and pick the kids up, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to play sport, or I'm going to do a walk around or a shop, and you go, how am I going to do that? I'm going to have to alter how I do, or I'm going to need to do that, or you change how you're doing it, then you need help, because that's not the best version of you. The best version of you is going, yes, let's go, I want to do that, and you don't think second thoughts about it. The best version of you is being invited out for tea and not having to worry about sitting still for 2 hours, or being uncomfortable if you go to the movies. The best version of you is not having to worry if your kid jumps at you and you're worried that it's going to get you back, or that you can't cuddle your kids or hug your kids because it hurts. That is the best version of you. And if anything changes how you do that, whether it's you're getting to 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you're starting to get really sore, or you dread by the end of the working week you're getting sore, and then you're finding that you're taking the weekend to recover, that's your family time at the weekend. That's when you should be doing what you want to do for you, and then going back to your 9 to 5 on a Monday. You shouldn't be giving 9 to 5 best version of you to somebody else. That's the kind of thing that is affecting you, because you're trying to then you're going to compromise what you do day to day at the weekend. So that would be my advice. If you are second guessing what you do, you're altering how you do things, and you have to stop and think where you're at. Typical for me would be that I did have, and I do get back pain, and it's pretty well managed now. I know what I can and can't do, and I'm obviously a physio, and that's my job, and I manage people in pain all the time. But if somebody was to say, let's go on a toboggan ride, then that would freak me out, because I know just the bangs and the bumps, I'm probably going to suffer for a little bit at the end of it. But if I'm prepared for it and I've been strong and I know, look, we're going to go away and we're going to do this sort of thing, I would probably prep myself so that I wouldn't miss out on stuff like that. So that's where you need to be aware. Is it affecting you and affecting your day-to-day choices and affecting what you do? And that means that yes, it's having an impact, and it might not be a big impact. You might have found that you've had a gradual deterioration and you can cope with it and you can live with it, and everybody says, I can cope with that, I know what I can and can't do, and I know this, and I just change how I do things. But you don't have to, and that's what's really annoying. You really don't have to. What you need to do is fix what the issue is and solve that, so that you don't have to second guess your back all the time. Obviously you will go, I'm a bit sore, or there might be days where you're not on a great day, but it shouldn't be that every single choice you make is governed by your back. No, I can't go to tea, I can't do this, I can't go out for dinner, I can't sit because my back is an issue. So that would be my best advice. If you are finding that you need to accommodate your back, and you need to accommodate how you move, and you need to accommodate your choices, and your pain limits your choices, you need to change what you're doing, because continuing to allow it to accommodate and change and influence what you do means that you're not managing it, you're existing with it. Managing it is being proactive. Managing it is making a concerted effort to change what's going on. It doesn't mean existing. and existing is just existing, and gradually over time it will get worse because you'll get stiffer and you'll get weaker, and you'll wake up one day and go, hang on a minute, I can't do anything because I can't move now because my muscles don't function and my muscles are weak, and then people get help. So nip it in the bud, get all the strategies you need. Back pain these days has changed, and how we manage back pain these days has changed. 40, 50 years ago, you'd get back pain and you'd go to bed for 2 weeks, and they'd say get up when you feel that your back pain's gone, or you go to bed for 3 months. These days it's 24 hours, 48 hours, get moving, get starting, because we know that your core muscles get weaker, we know that your muscles switch off, we know that your body will spasm, we know that things happen, and most back pain is self-limiting. After 3 months there's no real pathology there's no real inflammatory process per se, if I rephrase that. So your inflammatory process and your repair process has finished after 3 months. So what you're left with then is just the chronic effects of what's going on, and that is totally changeable because your body's then adapted to what you need to do and how you move and what you perceive is your limitations. Our back pain program, so our Fix Your Back Pain program or Fix My Back program, is aimed at giving you all those tools you need. So it is unique in the fact that I completely want you guys to be independent. I don't feel that you guys need to be coming in and seeing a chiro, a physio, a massage therapist every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, twice a week to help you. We are required to help you and kickstart you and get you on the right track, for sure. However, you shouldn't be in the same boat 6 years, 8 years down the track where you are still getting chiro every 2 weeks, or you're on a 3-month program or a 6-week program. You shouldn't be on the track where you need to get massages. You shouldn't be on the track where you need to get a physio touch up every 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks either. There should be some sort of remit where you go, I have pain here, I do this. I have a problem here, I do this. If my normal methods of management don't respond, then I go and get help. So it shouldn't be, I've got pain, let's go get help. That's, helicoptering your problem, same as we helicopter kids. We need to find out what works for us, and we need to have strategies that we implement ourselves. And that's what our program is about. Our program is about giving you those choices and giving you those things. So, question again, are you living your best life? Question again, do you want to live your best life? Question again, how are you going to get there? What is it that you're prepared to do? Are you prepared to put up with what you've been putting up with? Or are you prepared that you're ready to make a stand and saying, that's it, I've had enough. I don't want to be doing this for the next 20 years, because if not now, when? If you don't make a change now, when are you going to make a change? We miss out on so much with our kids. If we are in pain, we miss out on being able to, just run after them and pick them up and, give them swings and carries and shoulder carries, whatever, you want to do, swimming with the kids, running down the beach with the kids, or going on holidays, because, at the end of the day, pain is limiting, and pain does make us, struggle with what we want to do. And what we tend to say is, I'll fix it, it'll get better, it'll sort itself out. And we realize, if I ask you, when were you last pain-free? When did you last not concern yourself about your back? When were you last able to just do something and not be concerned about it? Or when did you last do something and think, you know what, I feel really good and I could go and do that all over again? And if you can't, then you need to do something. And if you feel you're ready, you need to feel ready. You need to feel that you're able to do it, and you need to want to do it more than you want to be where you are. And if you're ready and you want to live your best life, and you want to have the best effect, and you want to know what you can do, and you want to learn all the strategies that I've implemented with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of my clients over the past 25 years, then I am here to help you, and I'm ready to help you, because we have brought our program online. And what that means is that you have access to what I know works, and what I know works isn't what you do half an hour every day. Because what you do for 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour every day of stretching and exercising isn't going to impact what you do for the other 23 and a half hours every day. You need to be doing something that changes you on a consistent, low-level basis, that's easy to implement, that means that you then don't feel that it's impacting you. You want to know that what you're doing is actually having a good effect on you long term, and it's automatic and you don't have to worry about doing it whatsoever. There are going to be things that you do need to do, like it might be you need to release and you need to stretch and you need to alter your posture and you need to work on things, and you know, obviously we go through that as well, but there's a whole heap of things that we give our clients to do which gets them pretty much 50%, 80% less painful within 2 weeks, sometimes within 2 days, because they don't realize how simple it can be. So if you're ready to live a better version of you, or the best version of you, you're ready to step up to the plate and own the fact that you need to do something and you want to do something and you want to be in a better position, moving, function, pain-wise than you are now, and you're not prepared to continue as you're going now because you want and you value your health more than that. And that comes down to the crux of it. Do you value wanting to be in more control and take back control than where you are now? Do you value that more? And if you do, then join our program, because it's fab and it works, and I've been doing it for years and it works. And if you're ready, the sign up button is below, or the next intake dates will be below, or feel free to flick me an email at info@corefusion.net.au if you would like to learn more, and I can work out whether it's suitable for you or not. Thanks for listening. Be a better you, be the best version of you you can, and we'll hope to see you soon.